happy. Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. All the pussycats have decided to... Leo's sitting there in the corner. Have you been a naughty boy, Leo? They are called the mischievous twins. They're always up to mischief, Bambi and Leo. But Bambi gives you the most innocent of looks, and she's normally the instigator. Okay, so are you hiding from her, Leo? But she's very caring and loving. She's tactile. So you normally find her cuddled up with Leo, like on him, touching him, her arm around him. Okay, he's jumped out. Anyway, good evening. It is 9 o'clock on the dot. I felt we needed some presents. I wanted to say to the cats, you got in so you can get out. Okay. Oh, maybe you got yourself into this mess and you can get yourself out of it. Cheers to getting ourselves out of our messes. Hey Cynthia, you're a beautiful bouquet today. Thank you. How are you? Has the ick lifted? Yes. Explain a bit more for me, Cynthia, before I go into what do you mean by the ick? Cheers to love. Cheers to having the love bug. Love shack, baby, love shack. It's Porter. Hi. Hi, it's Porter. Okay. Is that supposed to say, where are you from? England. I was just having this discussion with Jamie. We were talking, well, I was talking about, hey unknown, how are you doing? Josh, I like you, that's good. Mysterious, hey, it's Porter, it's, okay, Hindu language. Hey Pressure, hello madam. No, I can't do that for you. I could be. I can be from 3 places. I could be from the UK, I could be from Great Britain, and I can be from England. Get your head around that. Okay. I'm very well, thank you, Cheyenne. Thank you, Cynthia. Are you called to help keep the comments in check, please? Let me just have a look at Cynthia's comments. Personally, I didn't feel it dwell. I connected and it washed away, but I know the collective has been very, I can play God, and if not, God has sent me nothing but shit. I don't agree. Yeah, I don't agree either with that. If you're talking about like a disconnect, my connection feels fantastic. What I'm having the ick against is men, poor men, poor-minded men, let's say that. I actually feel sorry for them to be on the receiving end of me. Their egos, their small-mindedness, And so, you know, people I've been in conversation with for months, I would say over the last week, have had a dose of, oh, yeah. I think some are trying to push their luck. It's, I actually said to Jamie yesterday, which I've never said before, and I don't plan on doing, because that isn't the way, is it? No. I said I might pretend that I have a boyfriend. It was when someone walked in with like menus and just casually talking about it, and when I said that I didn't really, well, he said the food sounded delicious, and I said, if that's the kind of food that you like, and he looked a bit shocked and was like, I take it you don't like this kind of food then? And I'm thinking, I'm taking it you was going to ask me out for a meal, and please don't. Getting a little bit close. And so like this guard's gone up, where it's just like, I haven't given you the wrong impression. I was talking to my colleague about it. I said it feels like it's getting a little out of control now. There's a lot of men, and I have to remember their names, and the treatment that they get, they're believing is like just for them. Where if you know me, I treat everybody like that. Everybody. So everybody's special, because I don't want to say like you're not special. Everybody's special in my eyes, so everybody gets that treatment. But this tribe of guys, I'm not sure of their intentions. Well, the energy is saying, no. I feel that's another reason why I feel I'll be relocating. It's like I feel my purpose is done in this town. But I do have to find a way to interact with them. I work in a gent store. They have every right to come in. Okay. Oh, that comes into the beginning of the message, doesn't it? The reading. I said about the pussycat. You got in. You got yourself in so you can get yourself out. Yeah, and it's not by lying. No. Anyway. There's today's thoughts and yesterday's. I cannot pretend that I have a boyfriend, I know that. But I do wonder what would happen. Would I see any of them again? Were they just coming in for like the friendship, or was there that spark of hope if they just hang around long enough? Anyway, it is what it is. That's what I thought to that, Cynthia. Right, let me read some of these comments. What I feel drawn to read. Right. You look beautiful. I'll read that one. Thank you. Cynthia, it flooded in very quick when you asked me to elaborate. I felt the energy of that. Someone coming in today, and I was like busy, and I kept getting disrupted, and it was I had to leave what I was doing to go into the shop, and it was someone coming for a chat, and I said, you guys, maybe you guys don't realise I've work to do as well. He got the, what's it called? He got the build up of it. I did say to him, I'm so sorry, but I'm kind of done with being distracted. Well, I've said it now, haven't I? Get back to your comments, Lucy. And like he soon flooded out. He like flooded in and then soon flooded out, and it was like, okay. I could have put that. I could have handled that differently. I'll rectify my mistakes. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Prashant, your conversation is good. Okay. Thank you. But can you speak a little loud so we can hear properly? When I listen back to my readings, I can hear them okay. So I'm not sure what to say about that, because if I raise my voice, I don't want to raise my voice. And I saw there was a comment yesterday regarding the same, but I think you can hear it. It may be like if I take you into like my realm. See, for me it'd be just like the frequency of your hearing. Okay, so if you can't hear me clearly, that's how it's meant to be. That might not make sense to you, but it makes complete sense to me. There's no fucking about. I've got a phone, I turn it on. There's no equipment, there's no lighting, apart from some candles and a lamp. And it just seems like wasted energy, to be honest. So, yeah. And I'm not sure if you wait for it to be uploaded. I think it takes about 12 hours on a live. It probably does with like your subtitles. Is that what you call them, subtitles? I think you could do that. It's quite funny what they come up with sometimes. But yeah, that's really all I have to say on that matter to anyone who's not hearing me. Cynthia, can I read this out, please? Because I think it's a really serious comment for gentlemen. Your mother taught you to be polite around a lady. If not, I am being your mother. You are hilarious. Because I felt that was the role I was coming on with, Cynthia. I thought, I think I might have to be a bit stern, like I'm a mother's role. If I was your mother... Anyway, Cynthia's taking care of the comments appropriately. I wanted to fist bump you, Cynthia. If not, that's if your mother never taught you to be polite around a lady. If not, I am being your mother in telling you all to stop and show respect or see the door to the left. Thank you all. PSA over. What does PSA stand for, Cynthia? Can you hear me? Cynthia. What does PSA? I'm not really good with these like abbreviations. I thought the dude before was abbreviating how are you or something like that. Oh, where are you from? Right, anyway. Cynthia, you got some spunk today, I like it. That sounds filthy, doesn't it? I've had two very weird dreams regarding that stuff, but interesting, not from men. I'm not going to tell you this. It was disgusting. Anyway, it's got to be the right kind of spunk, yeah? Yeah. Cynthia. Oh, thank you. Cynthia had already explained. She's good. She's real good. It's not a Lucy problem, dear. The volume is good. You can adjust. Yeah. I mean, can you sit in silence and be... I could sit like this for long periods of time. It's very calming. Anyway. Oh, mysterious maths. I imagine Cynthia might have answered you. I come on this channel, if you really want to know, because it's my sacred space where I get to channel messages which have helped me. It's for me. You're just coming along for the journey. I'm sorry if that's disappointment. The channel is for me. I think it's like, it could have been inspired by like reading books like Think and Grow Rich, because that book was wrote by, is it wrote or written? Or could it be either? It's things about being correct, okay? He wrote that book, Think and Grow Rich, to keep himself motivated, inspired. So he wrote the book for himself while he worked for the president. So, yeah. I just love the people I've picked up along the way. I mean, if I was doing it for publicity, I think I would have been long gone by now. And if I was doing it for money, I'd be long gone. No, this is... yeah. This is where I've evolved. And it helps me to get into alignment when sometimes I'm not. I have to adjust to my frequency. That's all that matters, isn't it? It's a nice channel. It's a nice place to be. I'm reading Cynthia's comment as I'm doing what she's stating. Don't you just love that angel? I love her lots. I love her energy. Always have done. There's a familiarity with Cynthia's energy that I love. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to that. Let's get back to what I was reading about but yes, I do pay attention to the chats very carefully. I don't afterwards though. If I miss your comment, don't think I'm seeing it later. It's not. Lucy's Grace. I like that name. I'm not sure I'm understanding what you're saying now, or who you're talking to. Okay. Jim, I don't remember you. I meet so many people, or talk to so many people, but I think you're just taking the piss, aren't you? Who are you wanting to time out, Cynthia? No messing around. You can time people out. Just time them out. Is that all you have access to? Can you not hide them permanently from the channel? I can do that. Okay. You might be able to. I don't know what privileges you have that side. Okay. Lucy, who are you talking to? Or who's upset you? Who's laughed at you for saying that you are love? I feel there's been a big misunderstanding there. Right. Public social announcement, absolutely I can. I don't know why I didn't. I didn't. Shania Twain, from this moment, that video came up. You know when songs just roll into other songs. I was going to share it on the channel and put the declaration of the Divine Feminine. So when you said public social announcement, because I went away and Googled the word declaration just to make sure, okay, we're talking, is that the right word to use? I didn't share it. But that's the energy stream. Okay. Cynthia, am I good to skip all that comment because I'm just bored of reading the comments now? Not yours. Just okay. Oh, Cynthia, but I don't know what's. I don't think anyone needs to explain anything. If Lucy was what she said she is, love, I can state that. It's light. Our name means light, Lucy. Also stands for Lucifer. As light as someone is, they also have a very, very dark side, equally. So Lucy will be able to forgive herself for reacting from her shadow side. So Cynthia, it's all good. If it was you that's, I don't know, that's what I picked up from that. Should we all just, Right, let's go to Cynthia's last comment. Watch the video, it's beautiful. It was like, what's a beautiful declaration? My mind says, they're one in the same announcement, declaration. I have to pick my curiosity later. Oh, I'm chatting to myself. It's been a minute. Oh no. Been a minute since you spoke to someone? It's cool. You chat away. I know that feeling. And you're just like... But we do have to chat. Okay. Should we pull some tarot cards? This is a first. 2124. Here comes Luna. Hey, baby girl, come on. 2124 is the time. Darling, there's candles up there. I don't want you singeing your fur. Whereabouts are you going to go? We're going to pull some tarot cards. Shall we have a look at these? They're the Ancient Italian Tarot. done in the candles. Hold on, let's get some coffee. Don't go too close to them. You'll singe your whiskers. I know you're curious. It's a candle, it's hot. Okay. Right. Like a moth to a flame. Like pussycat whiskers drawn to the flame. Hiya, baby, Cynthia said. Oh, we've got judgment, but it's in reverse. I was going to say I like this card, but you could take it as like you're going to receive like the Lucifer energy, okay? Judgment in reverse is it's over. It's about caring and sharing now. I feel this is what I feel. Oh, okay. I spoke about like going and knocking on hell's door, and I wasn't allowed in. There was a moment. It might have been yesterday. The devil came knocking on my door. Like, it was like, are you serious? The devil's here to see you. But there was no more, but that come through. I forgot about that. What are we talking about here? Oh, it looks like heaven's come under hell and gone and pushed up the mighty ones. If you can't get to them that way, okay, we're coming at that angle. Which I don't feel sounds good, because that sounds like being uprooted. The whole point in life is about changing things as they need to be changing, and not when you're forced to change them. Okay. Life's about adjusting our way along the way, experimenting. What we do like, what we don't like, what we don't like, we can just immediately discard. It's easier. Because then attachment doesn't occur. Don't like that. Okay. Don't do it again then. I'm going to give you an example, a story. My first customer of the day, I told you these men are irritating me. And they are men. What else can I say? 70-year-old. He tries on a coat. Well, first he comes in, he says, I haven't come in to buy anything. I thought I'd just have a look at what you've got. Okay. Give me a shout if I can help you. Yeah. But the whole time, he's wanting to talk to me, but muttering a lot under his breath. So I'm like, sorry sir, what was that you were saying? And first of all, it's like, I'm going to try on this coat, but don't worry, I'm not going to steal it. I said my mind didn't even go there. 70-year-old man. He said, you're not from round here, are you? I said, I've lived here a while, like 10 years, I think. We just got into a conversation. I said, I like it round here. I've never had any trouble. I don't think like that, so I don't, like, manifest that. I said, surely you're wise enough to know that what you think about, you get. No. Even at the age of 70. And he was quite a lively, like, healthy looking 70-year-old. So then he says, it's horrible around here. I said, why don't you move? I'm 70. I said, and you could have another 30 years left in you. Now this is where my tolerance is a bit. So I just went to him, you're not a tree. You can move. You can uproot yourself and move. And that looked like, I don't know, well, maybe it triggered something off. I said, you look very fit for your age. I said, there looks like there's a lot of life left in you. I said, why are you complaining about something that you actually can do something about? You could move, live there his whole life. Well, a little village on the outskirts. It's still the same man. All his life. And then, after that conversation, everything he picked up, he couldn't find in his size. And the word he just used was pity. Pity. And I'm having to stand there and listen to this shit. It is a fucking pity that you've got an attitude like that. Lucy. Yeah, well. Not very good role modelling, is it? I said to him, I said, I find that I get what I expect from a place. My ears ringing. This place is a beautiful place to live. I might say that my time's done here, not because it's a nasty, horrible place to live, it's beautiful. I just feel there's more. There's something next. Like there's freedom of choice. Not because I've got to leave. I've had to leave places. But not anymore. It's freedom of choice. It's a prime example of the youngsters teaching the elders. Especially if the elders are not being very good role models. I said to, oh, let me tell you another thing that came out. Do you want a chocolate, darling? What are you doing up there? A gentleman was complaining regarding his ex-wife and how she was a very bad role model, and the children tolerate her. Charming, isn't it? I mean, and he just got a bit close to like her behaviour, pointing at her behaviour. And I said to him, you do realise that you chose that type of person to be your partner. You have to take accountability for that, for your choice in partner of the role modelling. And I know that, like, then come, not excuses, we're just not wise. I don't think we think really that much into it, marriage and having children. That, like, it's the most important role ever. I feel I was always programmed with it, because I'm always taken back to school when I was asked, what do you want to do when you leave school? And everyone laughed at me. I was like the cocky kid. I said, I'm not going to do anything. I just want to be a good wife and a good mum. That's it. I think that's the most fantastic role that you could role model. I was taken to like a quote, but I don't know who said it. It's like, respect starts at home or it doesn't start at all. Learn. A snowball rolling down a snow-filled field. Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? I've had to stand my ground these past 72 hours about men repeating themselves and not relating my silence to I heard you. Don't repeat it. with added aggression. I heard you. I will do as you asked. Chill. Yeah. I stopped a gentleman today. Another gentleman who's in his 70s. But he's now moved out of the country. And calls me near on every day. A few times a day. And I'm having to say, I'm not always available. Because it'd be like, I'll call you tonight then. How the fuck did this setup get set up? It's because I'm the only person that stayed in contact with him since he's gone. So I'm having to deal with that. But I stopped him from reaching out to somebody else. I'm not the only person. There's a couple of us in the UK, okay, who are helping him. But he likes to have long chats with me. I get that he's lonely and he doesn't have anyone, but I have other ideas on this. Before I get myself into something that is an obligation, a burden. I don't think so. I don't really do set things like that. I'm a spontaneous person. Because if I ignore his call, I feel bad for doing that, and that's not good for my conscience. So I have said to him, I can't always answer your calls, and he says that's absolutely fine. We'll figure it out. But he was going to, he's in a proper panic mode over there regarding all sorts of stuff when he comes back to the UK at the end of the month. So what's happening? Someone's tried to book him a hotel room, but it's a bit of a story to it. He's not really clued up with technology, so they've walked into there to book it and can't do it that way. Need him to pay by card, online, or book when he gets here. Well, he wants it all booked, paid for. And I'd already told him yesterday, don't worry about it, just turn up, the hotel will be free, there's always room. But then when I speak to him next, he's had his little panic attack, and I say to him, I told you this yesterday. I said, what's the worst that can happen? I'll be sleeping on a park bench, freezing cold, 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, that's really not going to happen, is it? He's like, no. I said, so chill. Get the train from the airport, come into the shop. I'm going to show you how to use the internet. It's like the blind teaching the blind on that subject. I know enough, okay? I know enough to be able to show him. And he can do a lot himself because he's just whittling. Hilarious. Oh, we've got the chariot in reverse. I think my cards are in reverse. Okay, Cynthia, tell me about this man who's 70. This man is about to be 70, I think. It's the mother wound coming out. Yeah, it must be. Collectively, with compassion, I do. Yeah, definitely drawing and needing that. I mean, I do. He's awesome. I do love him dearly. And he thinks the world of me. He said to me, he said, Lucy, he said, I trust you so much that if you said the sun was shining, the sun was shining. It always shines. If you said, like, well, that the sun is shining bright, he said, I wouldn't even need to look up. I'll just believe you. That's what I cherish about our connection. He's a gentleman. He's wearing his suits over there in his shirts. He prepared for this. And he's living in a nice hotel. He said, I'll pay for your flights to come over for a holiday. It's when he said, well, I've got like two... Bless him. I've got 2 beds in my room. I said no, I'd be having my own room. Times like this, it'll be easier to have a boyfriend's table in it. Because he has no intentions of getting into like my knickers. The 70-year-olds are alright. The ones under 60, between 60 and 70, them, they like to push their luck. Not got much to talk about though. Yeah. Anyway, these are my observations. I was put back out there so I could do this. Okay. Otherwise, I'm happy to be in Hermitage. But it's amusing. It really is amusing, actually. You see so many more signs and synchronicities. You could pick up the theme of the day, become a Grammy. My father's generation, he was always older than the other dads. His mum was so present, but the boys were taught to repress them, knowing my father's gaps. My mother had the same till she become a Grammy. I thought you were saying for me, a granny? Or did she become a Grammy award? What do you get Grammys for? My butt cheeks are itching. I've pulled 2 cards. So what are we making of this then? We're making of this that the Divine Feminine's energy is like a beacon. She's going to have to adapt. We have to adapt. It's not about escaping it, because we're light workers. My colleague said to me, it's your personality. I said, I know. But that's what I am. That's what the light is. And wow. Jamie seems like he would. Mega seems like she needs to open a vet clinic on a farm, Alaska, today. It's so cute. Anyway, I'll tell you about that in a moment. I bet your M will be the first to bring home baby. Do you think she's the last one? She doesn't want... No. She's on the pill. She's got the chip. No, Emily... And yeah, Megan. I don't know. I'll tell you about the baby business in a minute. So, but yeah, I could see Emily getting pregnant first because she doesn't want to. That's the birds chatting though. Megan is really slipping into her feminine energy, where she has been more the divine masculine's energy. Resistance. She's more in the 3D, where Jamie is balanced in his masculine feminine. But he's starting to, like, he'll do everything. He'll do the housework, the shopping, everything. And he would, for a long time, and myself, I put my hands up, Megan has a state of a princess. And she will admit to that. She said, I've been spoiled. We do everything for her. If you ask her to go to the shop, I feel guilty. I've asked her to go to the shop. And I normally say, or if she's been asked to go to the shop, whatever Jamie asks her to do, she'll do. That's one of the first signs I noticed with their connection. Because Megan doesn't do anything that anyone tells her to do. She's an Aquarius, she's stubborn, but not with Jamie. So, and they met when she was 15 and he was 16. And I watched them very closely. She's going to be 25 next week. On the 21st, she's my millennium baby. 21st of the 1st. She connects with, she's a lot deeper. She's with the, connected to the solar system. She can see beyond. She doesn't talk much about it. But when she does, you listen. But she's spending more time doing the things that she wasn't doing. You would look as being preparing to be a wife and a mum. I giggled with her the other day. I said, you're very good at cooking, and really suits it, being left in the kitchen. I said, you're very good at cooking. I said, you remember when they were teenagers? I'd call them, tried to get them down from their bedrooms, ready for wife skills class. They were having none of it. It wasn't about telling them, but leading by example. So, and as for the baby business, a lot of the ones that I know, couples that were planning on having children, that's kind of gone on the back burner. And I think it's beautiful, and it's the same with Megan and Jamie. They go, we've got 5 cats at the moment. Jamie already feels like a dad, but it's not they don't want to be parents, there's just not any pressure on it. They're focusing on each other. They want to be, they're going to be good parents and good role models. And very much looking forward to that, but their relationship comes first. I love that. Emily, I don't really see Emily much. She's home now, but I maybe only spent 2 minutes talking with her. Well, she's home, so she just go to her room, her space, and be. The first time I think I've seen her this year. I think I've seen her briefly, but it's nice because I can see how you're normally prepared before something occurs. So when the change happens, regardless of who that involves, that change, I don't really have an attachment to the children where it's an issue if I'm not in the same house. Yes, they're balanced, they are. Megan and Jamie is, it's really nice, balancing out the energies, and it's all happening so naturally. Jamie said to me though, he said, it feels like I'm ready, and I'm excited, but it's just like, I don't know what I'm waiting around for. And we did pull some cards on it. It was like just waiting for the world to shift, for the shift to occur, whatever that means. But we have the Chariot in reverse, so maybe This is occurring now, just the pushing up from hell. Okay? It's a blow of air. Look. It's Pat blowing. When you blow someone's trumpet. Right. The Chariot's in reverse. So until this happens, prioritising, there's going to be that block. Let's find out more. My nails just broke. But the thing is, I've cut them all down today. And that one's just decided to break a bit more. Because I felt like someone was going to bite their nails. It's like, not on my fingers. So we'll deal with it. Because what will happen, they'll all start breaking. And then I'll bite them all off. So I've just cut them all to the same length. We're not doing that. We're not doing the biting of the nails. But Jamie said about, I was telling him the story about the gentleman. I said, you're not a tree, you know, you can move. And then we was talking about how the UK, England, how we love this country. I really love this country. And I said, but unless you don't like the seasons. And he said, I don't like the seasons. I said, okay, so what climate would you want to live in? He said, cold. He said, snow. I said, okay. Then I went to him, and how does, like, Meg feel about, like, living in the cold? He said, it doesn't matter, she'll follow me wherever I go. I said, you're right about that one. He said, I'll just make sure that I'll provide, you know, what she needs, her environment. I'll make her feel safe, secure, wherever we are. He's a good boy. The Seven of Pentacles is that energy of waiting. We go to the traditional tarot cards, the Rider-Waite, because they're the ones I used with him. I just pulled some cards and I said, what do they say? He said that I'm ready, but why are we hanging around? And I said, shall we ask what the block is? And the block was the World card. Okay. The song that's just come through is, we will rock you. We're gonna rock you, baby. Not such a fool, really. Maybe a fool for love, adventure. It takes that leap of faith. We're not going to go out on a date. Reverend King. What will give you that impression that we will be going out on a date? Is this how we practice nipping it in the bud? Are you between the ages of 60 and 70? Because if you are, you're forgiven. They're all pushing the luck. Seriously, come on now. Let's work on your chat up lines. So Jamie said to me, he said, I don't get on with any of the other cards. I like these cards that you're using. And the World card comes out. And you can see she's twiddling her wands in the, I felt like twiddling your your thumbs. You just kind of like, come on, we got all this magic. And Jamie said he knows that 2025 like is going to be big, but he doesn't want to get excited or say it. And I'm like, you've got to say it. I said, I don't even know what's big about it. And then the word love come through. And I said, but what I do know is that you and Megs, I said, and Emily and myself, we're going to be able to go out there and really share our love. Be able to do what we want to do. There's something coming through about not worrying about like paying your way, because your way is paved. Is that how you say that word? A path. Paved. You don't have to worry about that. Don't have to worry about like money. It's more about staying vibration alignment. Vibrational alignment. Vibration alignment. So if you want to be in alignment, check up. From the neck up. Okay. Knocking downstairs. Knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Twice on the pipes if the answer is no. Okay, so we're waiting for the shift. Oh, that came out as well. Yeah, okay. Waiting for the shift. I think he looks happy, really. You know when something's just done? It's not, well, at least... Fuck it. Blow it up. Blow it all up. That's what it feels like. Fuck it. If you're going to do it properly. Fuck everyone off. Why don't you? Hey, Laurie, darling. Hi, Lucy. How are you, Laurie? Are you good? I feel good. I knew that I would know. So, the world, major arcanas here. This is wrapping up a cycle so that can never happen again. And it's about taking accountability that you allowed that to happen. Okay? Okay. You got yourself into the mess, you're going to get yourself out of it. It's the only way. The only way is up, baby. And I'm going to volume concerns. There's no concerns with the volume. I was listening back yesterday. I don't know which reading it was. And I'm sure you guys might have realised at certain points the volume went really loud on a couple of words. I don't ever watch through all of them. I've got other things to do. Like the whole of the reading. I'll listen to a bit of it. Anyway. It's nearly 10 o'clock. How long have we been on for? 1 hour, nearly. Oh, it's like knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Jamie's underneath. So that would be like the ceiling, the floor, the ceiling. How do you look at it? The floor, the ceiling. You just noticed the 555 on the stove clock? Love the fact you call it the stove. My nail's really sharp because, I don't know. Hello. There to keep you company when he takes back. Have I missed? Sorry. Missed part of the story now. Okay, Laurie, let's hear it. Mad at DM. He was coming home from South Carolina and was just going to stop and say hi. Then he does a 180 and says, okay, I'll just continue to drive home. All I texted him before that was, I'm sorry, I'm not. There to keep you company. They're going through it though, Laurie. When he texts back that he was going to keep going, I said, I don't know what you read or misunderstood. And I just said, okay, I'm going to go cry. Have a good night. Don't you make me cry. It's been a day. I know. It has been. It's been a couple of days, hasn't it? But we shall... we should not be deterred from what we know. And it's nice to be able to feel free within our feelings. Oh, it's been a day too, okay, and I haven't heard a word and I'm not texting you. You don't need to. I will survive. You will. And get stronger and learn to deal with our abandonment wounds, loneliness wounds. The feeling of feeling misunderstood. The divine is sorting everything. That's good, Laurie. On another note, I did a medical intuitive healing yesterday. I'm finding that going into meditation is so easy to do. I mean, I know that emotions come and very overwhelming the last couple of days. Heartbreakingly overwhelming. But you can pull yourself out of it. You can find that alignment. Or we could curl up and feel sorry for ourselves, which is okay. We can give ourselves compassion because we love so deeply. And our intention is love. It's like allow yourself to hurt and allow the heart to break. Oh, you can put your heart is hurting. Mine was earlier. I just said just break. It's how I feel. And it's okay. I feel the masculine's hearts are breaking and I'll cry. I will cry tears for them as well as for myself and the tests and the lessons and the pain inflicted upon each other. That's what feels like everyone needs a little break. But the energy is really coming through. Where Laurie puts about like just wanting to keep him company, it's that tactile energy of just wanting to be held, heard and understood. That's the divine masculine's energy set free. Now why are his arms still folded? I know it could look like a smug, egotistical posture, but he's protecting his heart. And he's like protecting his emotions. He's hiding this. Resting, healing and praying. Those three swords above the heart. Not just above the heart, like the head, the throat, the heart. It's lifting. Remember, it's the only way to wrap up the cycle, so that you're never tempted to to people please others again, not if it's detrimental to your own happiness. Okay, look at this window now. A window of hope. Okay, there's going to be a window, an opportunity, a window of opportunity. Is that how you say that? And there's the Judgment card. Okay. I feel that this is being ready to face Last Judgment. Enough. You know what judgment gets you, don't you? Gets yourself judged. And then we come through to wanting to be understood, listened to. Okay, so this like trumpet here is blowing down onto the feminine's energy. They're all awakening. They're all awakened ones. I could tell by their hair colour. Unfortunately, some won't be coming. They had the choice. They had the calling. The 70-year-old man who may have gone home today to his wife and said, why don't we sell up? Why are we leaving everything for the kids? Let's go and live. He could. He could go home and say, I spoke to a lady today who's got me thinking. Pity. Not aware that his words are creating his experience. Been hiding for so long now, reminds of the desperate song by the Eagles. Returning. Low power mode. That come through, was it yesterday? I felt like the Divine Masculines had put their mode, like button, what mode they were on. It was like a Hulk mode. I felt like it was destruction. No wonder why I couldn't go knocking on hell's door. You come knocking on mine though. I don't know what happened. I take it the angels answered the door to our realm. It's like the devil's here. Okay. And what does he want to say? He's defensive. That's what first comes through. This is like the devil. The devil don't come knocking. Like the Hulk. We all have the Hulk inside of us. My daughter pointed this out though. But with like She-Hulk, it didn't take her long to be able to control her Hulk energy, ego, from getting out of control because she's a woman. So knowing how to balance like the feminine's energy. Better than, you know, Banner. Than the Hulk. Can you keep your Hulk in check? Window of opportunity. An offering of a passionate, exciting, exhilarating ecstasy. Ease are just coming through. It's easy. When it's being offered to you, easy. Should we read about the journey of love? Oh, why not? Should we have some coffee? I'm going to go and eat soon. I haven't eaten today yet. Chili chicken pasta, I believe, is on the menu. I haven't cooked in quite a few days. I can't remember the last time I cooked. I'll cook tomorrow, for sure. For sure. Megan and Jamie have been in their own little like swing. I don't want to interfere. It's like their little setup, so I'm just like fitting in with it because then when I slip out of it, it's their setup. The divine knows what the deal is and what's going on. I'm just going with the show. Oh, I was going to read The Journey of Love, but I've got my hands on the Channel of Love cards. Through the Veil of Illusion, card number 21, the World card. You get to do life again. How you choose. Not to please others. I'm taken to now, I'm sure we've already read this part in Success Story, Positive Mental Attitude. I will get back to reading that. I'm not going to keep explaining to myself why I'm not reading it. I just don't feel drawn to. When it says about get the man right and the world will be right. The dad that was too busy working to play with his child, so he tore up a picture from a magazine and thought that it would take the child ages to put it back together. But on the other side was the face of a man. So he just put the man together and figured if I put the man together, then the world would be right. You're no good for anyone if you're no good for yourself. Know your worth. Live in the Tao, the Hermit energy, learning. You might be studying the Tao Te Ching. Okay. I believe the Tao Te Ching comes after the Torah but before the Bible. I think. Doesn't matter to me. Book of Wisdom. Book of the Way. That's what the Tao Te Ching is. The blending. Temperance. This needs to occur before reconciliation can happen. But then I'm taken to like the blending before, like you can recollect the truth. When you're through the veil of illusion, it's all quite laughable. I had a gentleman yesterday tell me that, I'm not going to tell you the whole conversation. I've got lots to tell you conversations, but it was laughable. He was talking about not being religious, and I said, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. It incorporates all of it. We could just go down the science route if you want. We could take it all out of it. It's just energy. Anyway. The rest of it just makes it fun, doesn't it? It's whatever you believe it to be. And how he doesn't believe in God. I said to him, have you never ever, like, lifted your head and prayed for a miracle? Or please God, don't let this happen. Or he went, yes, I have. He said, but I won't be doing that again. I did laugh. I don't often laugh out loud, but that one got me. Yeah. But I won't be doing that again. Wow. What do you even say? Like, when someone's ego is just like in full force. Like, the ego stands for etching God out. Of you. And they call it puppy love. It has, Laurie. Do you know what us light workers do with ego? Eat it. Only because we've tamed our own. We're talking about the Hulk here. So when you allow the Hulk to run the show, it's just embarrassing. Like, you don't really want to really go back over what you done when you was in, like, the how you behave. Who's running the show? Fear. Fear is winning. The divine masculines are allowing fear to win the day. It's killing the soul. But as we know, spirit, we're going on up to the spirit in the sky. That's where you're going to go before you die. Okay. Death, rebirth. The divine feminine's motherly energy to help the clean up job. I'm taken to, like, lifting up, wiping the asses. I didn't even have boys, but I'm going to shit around the bollocks. That kind of stuff. Pissing in the face. I had 2 nephews that I raised. But girls, divine feminines are what I produce, or what I have produced. Which is good, actually, because there is no, apart from Jamie taking that place as a male role model, I've got daughters, that's cool. I can be that feminine role model to them. This is what I like, the clean slates. So after the world card, we're back to 0 point. Let's go again. And the thing is, it's you're not necessarily like bringing, how do I say this? Well, we can take, this is, let's say, the Divine Feminine's world, okay? But this world, with the Divine Masculine in it, is its own creation. It's not like you bring your world and you bring your world. It's about, oh no, we're creating new. So that energy of like Megan and Jamie focusing on their connection. If that connection is, I mean, they've been through it all. That's what I say to Jamie. Why not? Why not you and Meg? Why not any of us? Why not indeed? Put some value on yourself and on your life and your purpose for being here. And let it shine. Laurie, let me read your comment. Ego has been running the show. I can tell by his responses. But I realised, well, I can see it on Facebook. I'm no longer on Facebook, okay? But this is all very forgivable because I myself was very run by the ego. And that went through my mind. It was like, I remember a point where my ego was, well, I was on an ego trip. I sure was. Not the only one that's ever done it, that's ever going to do it. I recognise it because when I see others doing it, I'm like, But, yeah. Yeah. It's wanting to be heard, seen. So I was thinking like more on Facebook. He used to have such a big Facebook presence. It's the same with like when people say go and get a microphone. No. That's an ego thing. So, no. Can't we just be like for real? And show others. It's 2222. Phone's just flashed up. And I get to see my two beautiful daughters' face. Beautiful. Okay, so Laurie, the affair held twist and turn to make it more about him than about hurting me. Therefore, I have to say through it all, I myself still love me and feel good about being me. I am good enough. You so are. It's a projection, isn't it, of the own insecurities. Laurie, you know that you're good enough. You know your feelings for him and what you've tolerated that you would never have tolerated from anyone else. But you know he's a good man. And you know he's in a sticky situation. You understand that. And you know how he feels about you. Otherwise you won't really be fucking around, would you? No. But we do have to take care of ourselves and know that we are enough. I think they would say they're going through a midlife crisis, alright? Transition. Midlife transition. Let the divine deal with them. Okay? don't need anyone to validate that you're good enough. You know if your intentions are pure, true. You have no intentions of hurting him, but you're hurting yourself with your ego's voice, trying to tell you that you're wrong. Not wrong. It's tough. And it's tough, hence why the Divine's helping to get them out of hell. They don't belong there, do they? And not just that, but they were wrong. I mean, the ego is not going to like that one. But the soul's going to fucking love it. When they admit, it's like, oh, fuck this shit, you know? I'm not doing it that way anymore. You are good, darling. Through and through. Through the veil of illusion. Divine Masculine, did you see that? You've just gone through the veil of illusion. Your own soul's doing. Well, actually, it's your own inner child that needs love, comfort, a cuddle, a kiss. Appreciation. You want to be listened to. I'm going to be like Cynthia now. Did your mother never teach you to treat others as you wish to be treated? Well, if she didn't, I will. And if you've got nothing nice to say, then don't say anything at all. And nice things happen to nice people. And all my mother's words, well, I'm sure she picked them up from somewhere, but slipped my mind. Mum, what was the last one? It's really hard to be nasty to a nice person, but Divine Masculine, you gave it your best shot. Hey Jess, how are you, darling? I hope you're keeping well, Jess. It's been a while. I like your red love heart now. Learning. Yeah. You need to be able to depend upon yourself to make your own judgment calls, your own decisions. You should not be asking anyone outside of yourself, especially the muggles, the non-magical ones. Don't be asking them what to do. Not if you're trying to escape that way of living. Okay. Ask yourself. Start asking yourself what you should do. Okay? And then you can take complete accountability for it. The blaming game stops. Okay. Let's stop the blaming game. Happy New Year, Jess. This one has got to be better than the last, I hope. Most definitely. Big things are happening this year, Jess. All to do with the topic of love, passion, adventure, excitement. Oh, there's a secret. The secret agent will be added this year. I wanna be a billionaire so fucking bad. Why not? I've got good plans. Why not? What house is playing? Doing its rounds. I've been around the world and I. My jaw hurts. I am a billionaire. Yeah. Me too. 2 billionaires. Mr. Romantic. Romantic. Make a wish is on the floor. How did them cards get on the floor? Make a wish. And true love, I think. Oh, happily ever after. We pick them up. Thank you very much. No one throws those cards to the floor. Make it happen. Make a wish. Why not? Here comes the giraffe hotel trip. Oh my god. Africa. Here we come, Laurie. Seriously. We're staying at the giraffe hotel, yeah? They come and like, you've seen it, haven't you? We can have breakfast. Proper safari. I want one of those hats. Oh, I wanted corks on them. So do you think I've got to go to Australia as well? Or are we going down under? Gorillas. Yep. Then what? Get me excited. I was going to say way too much energy. It's not too much energy. I just like to be inspired. Carry on. Then gorillas. Okay. I can see the lions under the trees. Oh, they're magnificent. And the tigers. Elephants. Australia and Italy. Okay. I want to do Italy like from Rome down. We can do some bits in between. Up the top there, but I don't. We'll do whatever. I don't even mind really going to places that I've been to. That doesn't bother me. You have to hear a lion's roar in person. It's so much better. Do you think they'll let me? They will. I want to drive this. Yeah, but I bet I could. They'd let me. I want to drive the safari thing and put on a hat. Oh, I'll be your tour guide for the day. That would happen, Laurie. We make magic happen. You can call, of course you can, that's what it says, of course you can. You can drive on the other side of the road at my age, at your age. I'll be going on the wrong side all the time. Just drive on the road. I mean, I thought we was on safari. Is there a wrong or a wrong right side of the road? Isn't there just one way through? I mean, I'm just saying. Is there even a road? Don't worry about that. I'll do the driving. And if you're driving, Laurie, can we hire our own? Let's see. I know. They drive on the opposite side of the road in South Africa. I'm not used to that. But it'll be the side that I drive on then, won't it? I don't know what side of the road. What side of the road do we drive on? Left. Do we drive on the left side? Yeah. Do you drive on the right hand? I'll drive. Lovely, we could be like in Africa next week. Why not? Do you have plans? Well, I don't even, what plans would you have that's better than, I mean, we're taking like how this is going to be like paid for because the way forward is paved. It's already paid for. The animals. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh no. Do you think the cowardly lion's coming along? No, we're going to hear him roar. Okay. Jess, you drive for a living right now? So much driving. You can drive me around anytime. I'll do that. Yeah. Jess, we'll get you out there. That's cool. Are you ready? Are you done? Yeah. We're going on the billionaire's road trip. Love shacking it. Love shacking it. Building to building, place to place. Spreading our love, energy, vibration, and having fun along the way. Why not? Why not? How are you in the snow? I'll figure it out. Fine. Okay. I'll figure it out. I think we can get some... Do we get chains to put around the wheels in the snow? It'd be cool. Look, together, we're going to figure it out. I'll figure it out if I was on my own. But together, now we've got a mastermind alliance. You're good in the... Is that ice? Laurie's good in the snow. She does the driving, see? Just not the opposite side of England drive. Opposite side of England drive in South Africa. Why'd you put South Africa every time? I can't drive on the opposite side at this point in life. Why? Why can't you drive on the opposite side? Have you tried? Is it a medical problem that could be healed? What's your excuse, Laurie, that you can't drive on the opposite side of the road? I've never had to drive on the opposite side of the road, but I can. I thought all Africa drive on the other side of the road. Does it matter? We're going on safari. You sound like Bill, 70-year-old Bill Whittling about his hotel. But they're really going to have, like, it's a small town. It's not going to be booked up. Trust me. And I tell you what, if I'm wrong, I'll come and sit with you on the bench at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll bring us some coffee and a hot water bottle so you're not alone. Not really. Roundabouts, traffic circles, not really. Not when it's been explained to you, Lolly. It's just because you're not used to them. Traffic circles are confusing. They're not, darling. It's all like fear, trying to stop you from like doing those experiences. With me by your side, we'll be good. I'm going to be teaching Jamie how to drive. Because I'm confident that I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. Otherwise I wouldn't do it. And you can do anything. Right, okay, that's that sorted. I mean, let's not fault find before we even have the trip booked. It's all good, Divine. Laurie's fine, she's just whittling. She's just having a moment, alright? She's been upset, leave her be. It's all taken care of. All you've got to do is pack your bag. Yeah? Okay. Pack your bag and get on your way. That's it. The rest will take care of itself. Mr. Casanova. You don't have to tell me twice. Okay. The ego turns to God. I love you, Laurie. Yes, because you have drivers, exactly. If you don't want to drive, don't drive. I haven't driven. Shall I tell you that? When I'm saying I'm going to drive you. I don't know how long I haven't driven since 2020. 2021. That's fine. I know to drive. The ego turns to God. That's a judgment card again. We're going to the journey of love. Hidden secret as well. The moon energy. Mrs. Mystic. The moon is beautiful. Was beautiful earlier on. I don't know what it's like now. was more like the colour of. Let's see the moon. I'll show you the moon. Oh, how do I show you the moon? Oh, turn the camera around. Okay, yeah, we can do that. So we've got the globe, but then if we. There's the moon. You see the moon up there? Hello. Mrs. Mystics on the bottom of the deck. Right, I'm going to. It was the full moon. Yeah, it's still big. That just looks like one of the lights from like the. That's the train track. All those floodlights is the train track out there. It just looks like one of those lights. Talking to the moon, trying to get to you, in hopes you're on the other side. Here we are. Talking to me too, or am I a fool who sits alone? Obviously not. Talking to the moon. It was lower earlier. I mean, we are talking, what time would it have been? 6:30. But the moon was just beautiful. One of Jamie's friends came over and I said to him, look at the moon out there. He then said, I've got to love you and leave you. And I thought, that's a bit bizarre because he doesn't normally say that. I've got to love you and leave you now, but the moon is beautiful. Okay. Cheerio then. 2 cards. Oh, this will be the perfect timing then. Is it orange? Because that's like a white moon out there now. But it was orange. Like, to the point where it's like, oh my goodness, look at that moon. I was going to say, look at that fucking moon. It took me to like, fucking under the moon. I mean, it would be a first. Could you imagine the power of that? We have beauty.